What's up, y'all? Hopefully the sound is okay. If anybody's still in here, you can let me know that I'm not too loud. That would be amazing. Yeah, I had to get my comfortable chair out because I was like, I don't feel like sitting in the uncomfortable chair today. What's up, TD? How are you? What's up, at? Hi, beautiful mommy. So happy to see you. What's up? But you say you hit 2 times. I know that's right. What's up, Dirt Gang Boss? I appreciate you, Dirt Gang Boss, for remembering to do that. Yes, welcome back to Convos with Cam. Um, you know, hit that like button, share the video. What's up, Daryl? Oh, look at the family coming in. Oh, what's up, JoJo? Okay, this is about to start getting on my nerves because I can see me, this chair. Because I literally was like, I'm not sitting in that today. Hold, please. That was going to start irking me a little bit. What's up, Troll Slayer? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm going to do better with, let me see. Before we start, y'all, I said I was going to get better with this. And I really, really am. I'm actually going to follow through. What y'all doing today? Y'all at work, home, riding? What are y'all doing today in these YouTube streets? Okay, TD, you still at work? Okay, I see you, Daryl. You know, Daryl always makes those types of comments and then he'll just laugh at himself. What's up, BVO? I'm hearing you, BVO. Hit me up. You know, I'm only an email away. Let me see if I can get this straight. I'm gonna, like I said, I am gonna do better with this because it doesn't take any time. For anyone that does want to show support to the channel, I do want to give you that option. Okay, and then I think I just have to pin it, right? Oh, look at me being all great out here doing the extra things. Okay. All right, family. So obviously, y'all saw the title. Okay, JoJo says, I'm on vacation in San Antonio. My mom was put in the hospital, so good thing I was in town, sitting here with her. Oh, much love to your mom. Much love to your mom. Definitely sending prayers, JoJo. Okay? And praying your strength because it's not easy. It's a lot of emotions and things that can come along with that when caring for someone or caring about them and their wellness. So just know that I'm thinking of you. No, Daryl. No. Definitely, yeah, you ought to. That's one you ought to laugh at because I am not an expert by far. Not even a little bit. Yeah, of course. It's all love. It's all love. So, the Pinocchio behavior. Mhm. Oh, you at the crib chilling after a long day watching. Okay. Watching in the YouTube streets or working. I don't know which one you meant. Don't know which one you meant. So y'all saw that Pinocchio behavior. Mm. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Dirt Gang Boss, and I'm so happy you're here. What comes to y'all's mind the first thing when someone says such of Pinocchio behavior? I had to make sure I also had my icy on deck today. Mhm. I didn't take it out soon enough. Lies, lies, and more lies. Exactly. Exactly. What's up, Pray for Crazy? So happy you're here. I'm praying that you've been well. I know I see you sometime in the graveyard. So happy you're here. Lies, lies, and more lies. And what did we visibly begin to see what would happen to Pinocchio? Yeah, Daryl. Compulsive liars. What did we visibly see that would happen to Pinocchio? What's up, village brother? I'm hearing you pray for Creasy, and I'm definitely thinking of you and praying for you. I really am. That journey's not easy, and sometimes we can feel all alone on that, but know that I'm thinking of you. Hold on, JoJo. Hold on. JoJo said crack. Yeah, his nose began to grow. Every lie he told, right? What sport? Most of us, that's how we've connected over these years. Wow, it's been some time we've been rocking, family. What sport is it that we all share in common that we just find so much joy in? You got it, TD. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that boxing. Yeah. There you go, JoJo. You know, I almost sometimes wish their nose would grow for every lie that they tell. I do, because can you imagine? Just think about it. Think about how a lot of them would look after all of the lies that they have told. What I do find interesting is that even though we don't see the nose, of course, Village Brother, I've been seeing you for a long time, right? That's what you think, Daryl. But think about it. That part, TD, now, we may not visibly see their nose grow. Now if one wants to take it a step further, we may see if they're possibly, using, just some performance enhancement things. They may have physical changes that happen. But isn't amazing? It's so amazing to me that even though the nose is not growing from the lies and the antics and the games they play outside of the ring, that is, the noise does. Whether it be the noise coming from the fighter, if you will, or what about the fanatics? So we actually can sit back and begin to see and even hear just what's happening as these lies are being told. These narratives are being written, right? Yeah. Think about it. Think about this noise that's in these boxing streets, in the boxing media. Hmm. That part, Daryl. Hmm. What's up, NBA D Nice? So happy you're here. Hmm. That's exactly what begins to happen. Yeah. And it actually sucks because some of these fighters, boxers, I actually liked. Actually supported. You know, pushing them in the background as much as I could, like typing, oh, go this one, go that one, supporting the fight, right? Paying for the pay-per-view. Oh yeah, we're gonna go there, Daryl. Stay with me and I shall bless you. Yeah. So we're seeing everything that's happening before our very eyes in their behaviors, i.e., Pinocchio behavior. Mhm. They may not have the growing nose, if you will, but the noise is surely loud, right? One can attempt to ignore it, but at this point, I just say it's avoiding that which is. What are you losing by just telling the truth? What's the saying? A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. That part. Mm-hmm. TD says, I think people are too hard on Keyshawn, but he doesn't do himself any favors. I'm hearing you. Lies can negatively impact the boxing environment. Oh, yeah. Pray for Creaser says, a lie don't care who tell it. No, it doesn't. Mm-mm. Daryl says something about today's society. Clout chasing is the thing now. Oh, trending, right? It's not cute. It's nothing cute about it. It's annoying, and you're not. I want to say, I left in someone's comments today in regards to that, Daryl, but it fits, everything we're going to discuss. But it's clout chasing. It's clown-like behavior. At times, disgusting, if you will, right? Because this is my favorite narrative. It's good promotion. Dumb people aren't getting dumber, they're getting louder. That part, JoJo, Daryl says, I blame the Kardashians. Those were the first clout chasers that made it big. That part, right? But yeah, I mean, you're doing all of this. And like I said, originally I was thinking, okay, he's just, promoting himself, promoting possibly a fight with some of our faves, right? No. Mm-mm. No. No. It's not promotion anymore because everything you're doing leads you no closer to the ring with the people that you're calling out. Mm-mm. No. You're not positioning yourself. You're not even attempting to position yourself to be that which you claim to be. Now, obviously, a lot of the things that they say, i.e., boxers, some of them, not all, it's clearly delusional because, the numbers don't lie. But what's wilder to me is that these fanatics are literally like pushing it. Now, let's flip it real quick. And I'm going to look at some of these comments though, because I know y'all also be saying some funny stuff. But I can go along, not because I agree, but I can accept anyone who's a fan that their position is like, hey, it's nothing this boxer can do. Yep, I am just all gone. I'm vested. It's unhealthy, but I don't care. Or possibly, it may be they're from my hometown or whatever the case may be. Keyshawn from Virginia, so am I. And everything he's done has just become more and more embarrassing. It doesn't negate the truth. Is he fighting anyone that he constantly calls out? I'm just saying. My mommy says it is annoying to fans of boxing. Man fans are the only group that think clout chasing is cool. Exactly. But oh, God forbid you call it clout chasing because you're a hater. You're what's wrong within our community. What? Okay. I don't mind call outs, but eventually there got to be some action behind a call. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Like, what's up, Kamish? How are you? How are you, Kamish? So happy to see you. So glad you could make it. I mean, think about it when y'all were in school. And I don't know, obviously how old anyone is, but what's up, Tay Tay? What's up, gorgeous? You know, like the call outs I would think about is if you or another person was like, that's all right, you wait till we get out of school at such and such time. Meet me in the parking lot, meet me by the bus stop, meet me on the playground, whichever it was. Did you go through that and then not follow through? Or did you say, hey, listen, man, I was just playing? I mean, I'm just saying, think about your life. When somebody called you out in school, because surely that part, Daryl, that part. If somebody said at 3 o'clock, meet me on that playground, y'all might have been 7 years old. But you better follow through. What's up, Snoopy Matt? So happy to see you, family. Exactly, JoJo. Now, using that same example, you may not have wanted to because you might have been thinking a lot, man, I'm not trying to get in trouble in school. I'm not trying to get in trouble at home. I, man, this is going to be some mess right here, right? But you still showed up. And guess what? Won't nobody paying for you to show up, i.e., do we not pay to see these fights? I.e., are we not consumers? Last time I checked, they did not have a sign up list when you were in school to say, hey, it's going to be a fight today at 3. Please sign up. No. Things happen, and sometimes it calls for us to respond. Just like, did anyone force these boxers to become boxers? Hmm. Well, no, that party is different, and that is true. But you understand what I'm saying. That's still, that was a situation, like I said, where you were going to respond. Sometimes you had to respond just because that's what you got to do, right? It's not even about whether you get your ass whipped. Mm-mm. No, you're going to respond. These guys, I can't even put the females in it really. I mean, because there are some fights that we're like, yeah, we would like to see, Clarissa fight this one, blah, blah, blah. But the queens don't be on that type of time like these guys, man. I'm serious. This is wild to me. Exactly, Daryl. You're saying that Key only called out DHP, so Shakur don't have to. Pray for Creasy. The fact that that's even a conversation is concerning. Oh, what's up, Mr. Shelton? What's up, family? Be safe as you're driving. Be safe. Y'all, but I mean, like, why is that even a conversation? Oh, well, you know what? I tell you what, Shakur. I mean, how did they even come up with that? Let's just go with this stupid ass narrative. Maybe after they had prayed and meditated with one another, did they just somehow arrive at a conversation and say, listen, DHP out here coming up with a new hit list. I don't know if I'm on it. I don't know if you on it, but we got to come up with a plan. We got to come up with a plan because he's not backing down. Devin is like we saying we were in school. Hey, if they call you out, you're going to follow through. You're going to show up, win or lose. Not these guys. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Almond Flower Garden. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen you. I'm hearing you, and definitely whatever you are going through, we will be in prayer. Hoping everything works out. Daryl Anderson says, even though I just met you 3 years ago, we're brothers, so we can never fight. So that part. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, like that's a whole nother thing, right? But again, now Raymond versus Oshaki is a great upcoming fight. I can't wait. Yeah, yeah, I'm hearing you, Kamish. I'm hearing you. But it's like no one wants to say the truth. Once again, what are you losing as a fan by not telling the truth? Hmm? Are you that immersed, invested in another man's life and what you deem to be real that you just can't tell the truth? You can't say that which they're doing is, it's like, no, this ain't cool. This is not what we asked for. This is not what we want. Math ain't mathin'. Let me go up here. DP Rocker, what's up, family? The problem is these YNs are scared to get punched in the face. Coming up in the 80s, friends were foes first. The internet has made a lot of these chumps safe to talk and have no consequences. That part. That part. And then go back to Pinocchio. DP just made me think of that. Another lesson in that story was not only just the word and behavior of lying, but it was the fact that you were lacking character. You were lacking integrity. I mean, I just don't understand. And I'm glad I don't understand, because if not, if any of us understood, that would definitely mean that we were on the side of lies and delusion. Because I truly don't even think these fans, that is, believe that their behavior is delusional. I truly think that they look at all of us like something is wrong with us. Real talk. I really, really do. Yes, the character of the person became uglier. Yes. Yes. I mean, we've seen some of our favorite boxers in the past, i.e., Errol Spence. It was one of them that he was really close to and he fought. Somebody help me remember, who was it that he fought? And he was actually really close to him. They said that they had a pretty good friendship. What's up, David? So happy to see you, family. Praying that you continue to heal with that neck injury after playing rugby. Like I said, that's such an intense sport and it's dangerous. TD says, do people really know when these fighters are telling the truth and telling a lie, though? I think it's mostly selective. You're going to have to tell me more about that. So, obviously, I mean, yeah, do people really know? Well, what we would be basing it off of, the sport itself, is boxing. Boxing, obviously, is a combat sport. Obviously, we're going to be able to see whether or not a match happens, right? In a nutshell, it's just annoying for romanticizing about people that, most people don't even have a relationship with. And even if somebody does, you don't know everything about them. But if we just keep it at boxing, then yeah, we can actually see though, TD. We can see if somebody is really has any motivation to engage, or it's just all talk. It's just to keep themselves relevant. I.e., Brian Norman Sr. But I do understand what you're saying, TD. I just, yeah, I just gotta be honest. Like, you know, and I'm gonna get to that other part of that with Keyshawn in a moment. Oh, yep, you are right, D Man Jr. What's up? Peterson, Lamont Peterson. Yep, yep. You heal now. Y'all, who done prayed for David to sing and he done healed in less than a day? What kind of neck injury that you have? Y'all remember this conversation because a lot of y'all were in the chat. Which one of y'all done sent up a prayer for David to sing and he got healed instantly? No, that's awesome. That part, Daryl. It was you, D Man Jr. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody did because he literally was like not doing well the other day. Of course, Kamish. Daryl says, I hate to sound rough on women, but I think it's a trait that lions get from ratchet baby mamas. Keep in mind, I said baby mamas, not queens or goddesses. It's the truth, though. Yeah, TD. Like, that's wild to me. Like, why? 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 No one is here by accident. I didn't get a notification. You popped on as soon as I turned YouTube on. Oh, Snoopy Matt. Blessings to you always. DP Rocker, don't do that to David. David, I'm gonna tell you right now. No, David ain't on Ostarine. Somebody, D Man Jr. had prayed for him. I'm hearing you, Kamish. Yeah, of course, David. Yeah, I mean, like, oh, Kamish says Jamal's supposed to have a fight, and then yeah, and had a mental breakdown. I'm hearing that part, Daryl. But okay, so let's jump to that. Mental health. Now, I would surely hope that no one would use mental health as a crutch, right? You know, I would hope that no one would use it as an scapegoat. And when you're suffering from some struggles and you're at a hard time in life with your mental health, then for some, not all, and when I say this, I'm talking still about boxers, boxing peeps that we watch, but substance use definitely exacerbates all of those symptoms. Bottom line, you know, and that's concerning, TD. And that's one of those things that I don't know. I don't know how many of them are using. Only they know that, right? And I'm honest about that. I can only go for what I see or what they say. Now, obviously, if the words are not matching with the actions, then up, we just got another lie. Or, my bad, for some of these fanatics, it was just for promotion. And I love how they try to spin trolling. It just irks the hell out of me. Daryl Anderson says mental health has become a scapegoat. Mm-hmm. It's just Riri uses it as a scapegoat for his rape. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Kamish. That part. And you can't get, like, people can't get upset when all of a sudden you're seeing those who have formed these superficial relationships with him following in his footsteps. I mean, that is wild to me. And what's wilder, like I said, is the fact that their fans aren't even holding them accountable. Just because you say something to the extent of, well, I would have liked to see this, and I'm not going to say that. It's almost like being on a seesaw, right? And I'm just going to keep it right here and right still because I don't want to slide too far over to the left and I don't want to slide too far over to the right. I don't want to get off and ruffle any feathers. And I'm going to go to that. Let's see what we're talking about in here. Stupid Max says, that is true. That's why when I was a young player, I never lied to any women I was with. They could either get with my program or scram. They can't say I lied. That's right, Snoopy Matt. That's right. What's up, Just Do Boxing? Nice to have you here. I appreciate you coming by. Blessings to you always. Daryl said, good point. When someone just lies to you, do you really know that person or do you know the lies or image that they've created? Oh, we about to go there, Daryl. Mm-hmm. We're definitely about to go there because what's up, PGH Big Dog? Blessings to you. Something that was coming to my mind, right, is how many of them actually say that they're doing it for the culture. How often have we heard that? Talk to me, family. Hmm. You're doing it for the culture. Yeah. You don't hear it much at all? Please. TD, Tank has actually insinuated that before, that it's being done for the community. That part, Daryl. Yeah, TD, you ain't never heard that. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so maybe you didn't hear the boxer actually say it. But what about these fans that have formed these relationships with men that they've never seen? I mean, literally, y'all, think of that. You see someone box, you see that they have tattoos. You see that y'all may, you find out y'all are from the same state, same city, whatever. Okay, TD. Okay, yeah, right. So they see these things. They see the boxer. And how many times have we heard them say, well, I rock with Tank because he's relatable to me. I can relate to him. Now, that part, right? D-Man Jr. Okay, but let's take it a step further. Y'all both may have tattoos. Well, I can find a billion other people in the world that also has them. Does that make y'all relatable? Okay. So you came from a single parent, home, or you didn't have your biological parents in your life. I can name several people that don't, but does that make you relatable? What about these boxers that these fans become so immersed that they no longer even have common sense? They are no longer independent thinkers. They no longer they can't say anything bad. It's concerning. Like, truthfully. Yeah, certain people that went to Catholic school and had a good life say they relate to Tank. Oh, that was hilarious because I already knew exactly what you were saying without saying it. But Tank grew up in the boxing gyms. He ain't catch cases until he got some money. Say that. So then, is it not choice? How long can, because, a lot of people try to use their environment that they were brought up in as a scapegoat as well. Well, I was brought up this way, blah, blah, blah. Or, well, yeah, I had a hard life. Who the hell hasn't? Damn. I mean, really. We've all had moments that were difficult. You choose to do better. Do we not? Or do we just wallow in the shit like pigs and act like, oh, well, I came from that hard life. I don't relate to you. You damn sure don't represent me. Absolutely not. Oh, hold on. Hi, big brother. My big brother's here, y'all. In case you may not know, in case you are new to the channel, in case this the first time seeing the family, that is my big brother, i.e. BFTB boxing. Often imitated, never duplicated. The topic of conversation, my big brother, the grave digger. I know that's right. Oh, love you too, big brother. Everybody's had a hard life. It's just like, that part, really, that part. TD said, fans say the craziest things and don't really know what's going on. I don't pay much attention to fans and even content creators. I am more concerned with the fighters. Well, the fighters are, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Yes, it's not all, but the ones that stay in the conversation and do whatever they need to do to keep themselves relevant, it's annoying. That part, and that's all I'm saying, TD. Like, no, it's not all fighters. No, I mean, that's the definition of black and white thinking, right? No, we're not saying all. Thank you, big brother. But they really are the problem. And I truly believe that they know their fans just eat up everything they say. Oh, he said that he like this type of jewelry. I got to go get that. He said he liked these types of shoes. I gotta cop them too. Meanwhile, your children over there ain't ate in days. I just don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand how because I have seen this. TD had utilized, content creators, right? Daryl says either that or they have a common hatred of Devin and Bill. So they eat up everything that Fighter does. Exactly. Right. But TD was just saying, about content creators, right? Do they really believe when they say out their mouth that they are being truthful? Do y'all think so? I think they do. I think a lot of these fans truly believe that they are standing on truth. But we've already talked about it. We've broken down this whole Pinocchio behavior. No, they're not standing on truth. What they're standing on and standing is a pile of shut your mouth of lies. That's what they're doing. If you cannot stand on truth in regards to a sport, you know damn well these people ain't standing on truth in their day to day, in their real lives outside of being fans. That part, Daryl. Snoopy Mac says they're being paid to lie and talk against the truth. What's up, insane? Blessings to you always. I mean, think about it though. And so, that's when I tie in something else. That whole standing on truth. No, no, you're not. I say you're standing in fear of telling the truth. How many of you know that when we stand on truth, sometimes it means that you are standing alone? Hello. Think about what I just said, family. When we're standing on truth, sometimes it means you have to be able to stand alone. Does it not? Does it not mean that? Thank you, Daryl. That part, yeah, for real. No. Standing on truth doesn't mean I'm going to be like the leaf that blows in the wind. If I step on any toes, just say ouch and keep it moving. I mean, it's the truth. The wind blows this way. Oh, here I go this way. Up goes that way. No. And so that's what I'm observing in this Pinocchio behavior is that they want so bad to either be like Pinocchio, to be a boy, and all these things and not be this little toy, if you will. They may want to be that boxer. They may want to have that life. They may think that, telling lies on his behalf is somehow bringing them closer in this longing for this relationship that they have created in their mind. I'm telling you, it's the most wildest thing I've ever seen. And it's from men, y'all. It's not even from queens. It's men. What y'all in here disagreeing about? Y'all are so funny. Um, yeah. And so that's what always comes to me now is when I do see a lot of the blatant lies that are told. I often think about, well, what the heck do you do in your day to day? You know, oh, I'm out here standing on truth. I'm standing up for my community. I'm standing up for my people. You know, I don't believe you. I don't. If you can't hold somebody accountable in a sport and be a boxing fan, do you really think I believe that if you are faced with anything that challenges your mere existence and you are faced with any level of judgment or any discrimination, do you really think that I believe you? No, hell no. Mm-mm. Nope, not even a little bit. Sue Mack says, when it comes to Bill and Deb, they're running a hate campaign because they represent Black excellence and they don't want other Black fighters to take their destiny into their own hands. Hello. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, because it's so much easier to say what you would do than if you are in those actual situations and you are challenged, you stand and take a stand in truth. Mm-mm. The father thing, oh my gosh. Like, I see it so much. I just wish these boxing dads would get out of the sport. If boxing dads are promoting and i.e. Bill pushing us forward, Devin always showing up, not ducking any smoke, no matter who it is, then what's the problem? Is there possibly some fear that your fighter might be next on that hit list? Hmm? Or your brother, your friend? Like, they almost remind me of, anybody remember when you were in like grade school and they would write little letters and pass them? You want to be my girlfriend? Circle yes, circle no. That's what the whole Keyshawn and Shakur and, you know, they brought in Ryan, but oh, beware, don't say they did that. Don't say that they feel as though Ryan is their brother. Because see, Ryan was just trolling. Y'all see? You see how they do that? Hmm. Of course you're gonna be. Because your entire character is tainted. Yeah. It's what comes with it. With being, this living this facade and just, yeah, it's not cool at all. It's not cool at all, Daryl. Daryl says, I think it's a jealousy of why isn't my fighter doing that? So they want Devin to shut up to stop making the guy look bad. Sometimes, yeah, I really do feel that way. That it's like, what? Yeah, the guy that they don't even know personally. I mean, really, these people don't know these boxers. They can't talk about Shakur and Keyshawn and all of those wackos when they do the same thing as fans, taking up for people you ain't never even met. And they're not, the people they take up for just shows possibly their character as a fan. It shows who they may be, i.e., you are who you associate with, like minds. I'm just saying, it is what it is. What's up, beautiful queen? What's up, Bella Faye? Damn, Cam. I used to shoot my shot with those letters in elementary school. Daryl, okay, but I'm not like putting it down. I mean, I look back, I think it's the cutest little thing. But what I'm saying is that that is what these brothers and friends are giving. We hear more conversation about them being together, growing up together, than we do about making a fight happen. The boxing husbands of reality TV. Yep. Hmm. That's what they need to start that. They might as well. That's what they really need to do. A reality show. The boxing husbands. That would be wild. Can y'all imagine that show? Y'all know I have a hell of an imagination. Can y'all imagine? Okay, who do you think would be the first one casted on that show? Daryl says, yeah, keep in mind, I said elementary school, not a full grown man. This Keyshawn Shakur and Ryan thing. Yes, it's not cute at all. And the fact that you have all of these grown adults who literally are finding this behavior amusing and calling it promotion, if you will, is wow. I don't find it amusing. I refuse to take part in their buffoonery. That is what it is. If you don't know the definition, please look it up because it's not. It's not amusing and I don't want to be a part of it. And it's my choice. It's I mean, why do we even have to see this? We see more of this. They put so much energy into, well, um, yeah, I'm thinking about possibly fighting such and such. But I really want to smoke with Dev. 5 minutes later, you got Bill over there trying to make the fight happen. Dev's over there trying to make the fight happen. 10 minutes later, man, you ain't trying to fight me. Well, what the hell you think that was? And that's why I say I'm not going to take that back. You're wasting our time. You're starting to look like you're trying to somehow become a barrier in boxing. I'm often reminded, do y'all remember who was it that time that said, we're not going to fight you. We're not going to do this. We know what we're going to do. Was it T.O.? And it was almost like they were insinuating, basically stalling somebody out. Do y'all remember that? We've seen it several times. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I think now they've just all joined together. I don't know it to be so, but in my mind, it seems like it could be that they've just all joined together and they're like, that part, mommy. Mm-hmm. Yes. You remember. And I think, because isn't it wild or a little strange, if you will, that they're all that could be what makes them relatable to one another. It ain't none of that bro-ish. It's none of that, yeah, we were meditating together. No. You have a common goal. That's what it's given. Do I know for certain? I don't. But it seems like that. It's kind of a little something in the air that reeks of such, if you will. I have so many different things to talk about this, though. I'm not going to do it today. But did anybody see where, I don't know if y'all saw anything today about Schofield? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see any shorts? Let's see. That part, Kamish. Daryl says the truth mentioned this. I think it's a group chat to freeze out Devin or trash his character. You know what? You're sure? Yep. I do remember that. You are correct. Yep. That's all we saying, Bella. Yeah, I mean, and so yeah, easily we could have that, assumption that that is what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. Exactly, mommy. Well, did you see it? Did anybody see the latest short? I'm assuming that it was a more recent short of the father. Now we saw all of this stuff about him wanting to possibly sue Dev, all this conversation, whatever. But now he's on some like, no, that's behind me. No, I've moved on from that. Well, this just like yesterday that you was on this type of time. I mean, somebody, and I'm not being funny, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that like just days ago that he said all of that? I know, Daryl. And as a woman, it bothers me as well. But, these are the times. Bellaface says, do you think Shakur, Keyshawn, and Venture turn on each other? Hell yeah. Man, I honestly do believe, and Daryl reminded me about, yeah, Drew Titan. He was discussing stuff like that. I really do believe that that's their commonality. Not him downstairs for motions. Y'all remember that? That was hilarious. Oh, goodness. Yep, another example of chasing. Yes, that whole clout chasing. It's real. Why are people even questioning this? Why is it that people want to know how is it clout chasing? I mean, for a moment, does anyone feel like they are even insulting your intelligence? It's like, where are you? I mean, are we on the same planet? Like, it's a clear day outside, land, because it just doesn't make sense. He knew mentioning the lawsuit against him will bring attention. That part. And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's doing these types of things just to get some sort of response. Hell, I would get past it if it meant we were going to see a fight that we wanted to see. I mean, I'm just being for real. If I really could truly say, okay, Keyshawn, he just doing his promotions, he trying to up this thing, I could move past it. It would be still annoying, but whatever. If I knew there was any action behind it or any intent, mm-mm. His only intent is to be a distraction, like his entire posse, to be a distraction. That's why I said, I saw you then, I see you now. Mm-mm. We can't be wrong. We all thinking the same thing. It's a conspiracy to clout chase Devin, but not fight him. Mm-hmm. My mom says Pinocchio folks are not consistent except in their deceptive behaviors. That part, that they can say is truly relatable. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Snoopy says, yes, I've been felt insulted on intelligence. Yeah. Seriously. Daryl says, I wouldn't mind Keyshawn talking stupidity if the fight was already signed. Exactly. I really wouldn't. It would still sometimes be annoying, if you will, because sometimes he can just be annoying to me personally. I don't know the child. I'm just saying sometimes he can be a little extra, but I will move past that if the fight was signed. DP Rocker, why are you over here in my mind? Like Temptations. TD says, I gotta be honest. I absolutely agree. Keyshawn is clout chasing a bit, but I don't agree with him not wanting to fight Dev. I hope you're wrong. Right? I can't say for certain what's going on in his mind, but the math isn't mathing. If I were to possibly check the facts, I go back and think about just how everything has looked, even with Mason. It's almost like he gets off on just talking stuff to people, right? Just constantly saying what he gonna do. They running from me, they don't want me, all that type of stuff. He gets off on that. And then when they're like, all right, well, I mean, what's stopping us? It's just air and opportunity. And he's like, oh, no, you so funny. And then he runs off to the next person, do the same thing, running from mic to mic. Radio Raheem. Let's see. Bella Faith says, I'm telling you, I think Shakur is a master manipulator. He wants all of his little homies to do his dirty work. I'm hearing you. We're going to see how all of this play out. Daryl says, as I said on my Twin Sugar Freeze channel, I think Keyshawn needs meds. I don't know. I don't know if he's on them. And like I said, even what I found in my profession, that even someone utilizing smoking cannabis, if they're using like smoking weed, whatever, it does exacerbate the symptoms and it can really mess with, the meds and how effective they are. And that's just what I've actually observed. And science has proven it to be such. The dummy mission theory. TD says, yeah, he does, especially with Mason yesterday and a couple months back. Yeah. Yeah. And so, no, I'm not saying anybody's scared or anything like that. What I'm saying is give somebody else the mic. I mean, I'd rather hear somebody who is not only going to be with the antics, talk their crap, and follow through, than to hear someone who is just going out here holding hands, tipping through the tulips with the pink bunnies, and gathering flowers for to take back to core and that other name that I care not to mention. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Pray for Creasy says Keyshawn is off that cloud pack right now, but like Drew says all the time, let them talk. Let them talk. Mm-hmm. Daryl says I think he's off of them. Could be. Could be. Yeah. Simply Max says Keyshawn doesn't want to fight Devin. Keyshawn is about to ruin his career pump faking, calling out everybody but not trying to fight him. Exactly. And that's all I'm saying here, I until I see it, I'm not convinced. I'm really not. I'm really not until I see it. I'm really not convinced. Bellaface says in an interview, Keyshawn stated when he had 7 fights, he would call out dead with no intentions of fighting him. I think history is repeating itself. Say it louder for the people in the back, Bella. Daryl said Keyshawn would rather step in the ring with Blueface. I said something in response to Keyshawn sparring, or in the ring with, I guess it was some coach from Virginia. I said something, right? I commented. And you know how they come. Just like a damn herd. What? He can't have fun? What? I mean, like, who are these people? He can't have fun? I think Keyshawn's becoming a YouTuber. Listen, if it be that's what he wants to do, we go back to what we said at the beginning. Oh, yeah. Oh, Daryl, yeah. And they be coming for my mommy worse, though, because my mom, I ain't gonna lie, she be out there just going in. But if it be that he wants to become a content creator, if it be that he wants to become a streamer, whatever, then don't waste our time as boxing fans. Don't waste our time. I mean, I don't even get excited anymore when I see Keyshawn doing all of that extra. That's how I feel, mommy. Really. That's exactly how I feel. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how I feel. But like I said, it was a lot of other topics in this that I did want to discuss. And I may have to do it in a video so that way I can, because of course, when I'm live, I do like to engage with all of you. So let's see. Yeah, but it's just something to think about, right? I feel like it's so few of us who are trying so hard to hold on to that which we love, the sport itself. We're not seeing boxing fans as much as you used to, I'm sure, back in the day, right? Mm-mm. Nope. All they're doing is finding these men that they don't even know and trying to live their lives through these men. Strange behavior, strange times that we're in. Let's be honest, right? Anywho, I need to fix like meal prep my food and stuff, y'all. And a lot of you I'm gonna see back in the graveyard in a bit, possibly another hour or so. So as always, I appreciate y'all coming by. It was something I had to just talk about because it's really been irking me for some time. Yes, Daryl, very strange times. Yep. Blessings to you always. Be gentle with yourselves. Y'all already know the rest of it. Go ahead, say it, Daryl. If Daryl's still here, close us out, family. All love to you too, TD. I appreciate you. Okay, so my mommy says, tell us what your observations are. So you want to hear mental health? Because I can go there. That'll be fun. We are all doing this thing called life together and for the very first time. Love to you always. Until next time.